Yes, what are the words that you created?
Então, so, large,
Large,
much,
much,
handsome,
sorry,
handsome,
handsome, good word.
orange,
Orange,
yes. That's all.
that's all?
Now,
Perfect. There is
beautiful,
beautiful.
that beautiful,
Okay?
okay,
Dear, the point of this lesson today, Vina, is going to be to explain some words in English, okay? Because it's one strategy when you are talking in English, of course, it's for you to explain the word like that you don't know. For example, sorry, tô quase espirrando. If you're going to explain orange, sorry, dear. If you're going to explain orange, you can say it's a color, okay,
okay,
that has the name of a fruit. Can you see? So this is a strategy very used when you don't know a word. What is beautiful? It's an adjective to say that someone is good looking. Okay, we are going to try to understand and to learn how to explain some words in English because it's
okay.
very helpful. Okay, let's read this text here. I want you to read for me, please.
A to Z. In this game, there is a well,
I will.
a, a wheel with 25 letters of the alphabet. Not include Z. The
The aim.
aim of the game is to complete the alphabet wheel by saying the correct word for each letter in 5 minutes. The host gives
The host.
the host gives the contestant definitions for oaths starting with the letters. For example,
For example.
for example, A, the place where you catch a plane, airport,
Okay.
airport.
Do you understand now the logic of the game? A. It starts with A, the letter. Yes, the word. In fact, the place where you catch a plane, it's the airport. But we didn't use the word airport. Yes, we said the place where you catch a plane. All right? Let's
All
read
right.
more because you're going to understand more and you're going to play this game for real.
Okay. To start the game, the host
Host.
reads a definition for a word that begins with A, and the contestant has to quickly
Quickly.
say quickly say the word. If the
Contestant.
contestant can't think of the word, he or she says pass.
Says.
Says pass. When a
Contestant. It's
contestant passes
okay.
or
Pass.
gets a word wrong, The roast goes.
The host.
The host goes on the next letter.
The host goes.
The host goes on to the next letter.
Very good, okay? Hi, Nati. Good evening.
Hello, hi.
Hi. How are you, dear?
I'm working.
You're working.
Yes.
Oh, my.
Apartamento.
Sorry?
Prédio. Como é que é prédio?
Building.
Building. É building. Na building.
Mas nesse caso é residencial, então.
Residential building.
Residential.
I'm working in a residential building.
Uau, fancy, chique.
É.
Até parece, né?
É. Sim.
Okay. Okay. It is residential building manager.
Manager.
Que negócio longo, né? Aí em português, síndico. Ok, nem sempre é easy. Okay, so Nati, I want you to pay attention in this lesson because it's a very nice lesson, as I told Divine, okay? It's going to be more like a game. We're going to be playing a game, okay? Of course, the game is related to words in English. For example, we have this wheel here, okay? Pay attention, guys. What's the name of this? Wheel. Remember that cars also have a wheel, okay? When you're driving a car, what's the name of that?
Direção.
Wheel. Yes?
Wheel.
It's the same. Okay, so the example that Vina read, it was this one. The person says, the place where you catch a plane. What's the name, Nati, of the place where you catch a plane?
Airport.
Airport. Sorry, perfect. Good. But read for me this paragraph here. The host continues
around the wheel to see, and then started from the beginning again. The host repeats the definitions.
Okay, but let's pay attention to this. Okay, guys, in this pronunciation I have been talking. The host repeats. Sempre vai ser e o outro, ok? The host repeats. What is it?
The host repeats.
No, the host repeats.
The host repeats.
Não, re.
The host repeats.
Mas não é hostel, viu? Você disse host, é the host.
The host.
The host.
The host repeats.
No. The host repeats.
The host repeats.
The definitions.
The host repeats.
No,
The host repeats the definitions that the contestant passed on or got wrong until 5 minutes is up. If a context gets...
Remember that não tem esse X sound, tá? É contestant.
If a contestant gets out 25 words right, he or she wins the prize. And guys, there are two words here that I want you to pay attention to them, okay? Contestant. Competidor, ok? Alguém, tipo, não tem essas pessoas que vão para esses jogos? What's the name? Contestant. E quem apresenta é o quê? O host. Ok? Host, yes. Host é o apresentador, contestant, quem tá no game, tá?
Apresentador.
Exactly. Read for me, please, Knight, the 3.14.
Natch?
Yes, you, Natch.
Victoria is a contestant contested.
Não, você tá dizendo context. É contest. Só tem esse som como você fez, context. Por exemplo, essa palavra aqui é context. Porque é
Contested.
X, tá? Context, tá certo. Aí é contestant.
Contested.
Contested.
Contestant. Ok?
Contested.
Difícil, gente. Victoria is a contestant on the show. She was passed on
It
6
was no.
the
She has.
She has passed on 6
Letters.
letters. And she has 90 seconds left. Listen to the last 6 definitions. When you hear a ping, write the word.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to do number 1 with you, okay? I'm going to play 2 times for you to understand.
3.14.
Okay, it begins with B. It's an adjective for a man who has no hair on his head.
Okay, guys, so the letter starts with B.
Okay, it begins with B. It's an adjective for a man who has no hair on his head.
It's an adjective for a man who has no hair in his head. When a person doesn't have hair, guys, and the word starts with B. Do you remember?
No.
Bald.
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 Try not to say in Portuguese, okay? Just the definitions in English. When a person doesn't have hair.
Ah, tá.
Ok? Ok. Do 2 em diante. É com vocês, tá?
Okay,
Tá.
it begins with B. It's an adjective for a man who has no hair on his head. Right. It begins with C. It's an adjective. It describes a place where there are a lot of people. For example, a restaurant or a beach in the summer. Right.
Crowd.
It begins
Lotado.
with G. They're things that people wear on their hands. Right.
Tá?
Eita, tá muito difícil.
Esse eu não escutei nada. Repete o 3.
Let me repeat the number 2.
Hair.
From number 2.
Right. It begins with C. It's an adjective. It describes a place where there are a lot of people. For example, a restaurant or a beach in the summer.
Okay, guys, what do you think the word is that starts with C?
Crowd. É crowd. Lotado.
Crowded.
Crowded.
Eita!
Crowded. Very good, dear. Okay? So, crowded.
Crowd.
Crowded.
It begins with C. It's an adjective. It describes a place where there are a lot of people. For example, a restaurant or a beach in the summer. Right. It begins with G. They're things that people wear on their hands.
What is the first letter, G, guys?
G.
G.
G. Things that you wear.
It begins with G. They're things that people wear on their hands.
Yes, things that people wear on their hands. What do we wear, guys?
Gloves. Gloves.
Gloves. Perfect.
Gloves. Eita, muito bem.
Let's go. Close it.
Gloves. Que massa, não entendi, não tinha entendido.
Right. It begins with K. It's the room where people cook.
K.
It begins with K. It's the room where people cook.
It's the room where people cook. Cook.
Cook.
Yes.
K.
It's a place in the house.
Kitchen.
Kitchen. It's a place where people.
It's a place, isso.
It begins with K. It's the room where people cook.
Cook. Ah, tá.
Where people
Right.
cook.
It begins with L. It's an adjective for someone who doesn't like studying or working, for example. It's the opposite of hardworking.
Repeat.
It begins with L. It's an adjective for someone who doesn't like studying or working, for example. It's the opposite of hardworking.
Esse eu não
A
peguei.
person who doesn't like studying or working. Starts with L.
Personal start.
No. It starts with L.
Yes.
L-A. It's an adjective.
Esse eu não peguei, não.
The opposite of hard working.
Então, eu não sei. É como se fosse. Lazy, não.
Yes, dear.
Lazy?
Lazy, yes.
Ainda bem, lazy.
A person who doesn't like working or studying.
Yes, lazy.
Lazy. Not vagabundo, ok? Preguiçoso.
Então, eu sei que é preguiçoso, agora como é em inglês? Aí eu tava,
Lazy, yes.
Ok.
Right. It begins with T. It's a thing with a screen that you can watch shows and movies on. Right. It begins with T. It's a thing with a screen that you can watch shows and movies on. Just 3 seconds left.
Did you get the last one?
Teatro.
Não, é um adjetivo.
É um adjetivo.
No, it's not an adjective.
It begins with T. It's a thing with
It's a thing. Okay.
Thing, ok.
a screen that you can watch shows and movies on.
Television. Não,
Perfect. You're
TV.
TV. Very good. Do you understand the game now?
Legal.
It is a very good one. Ok?
Very good.
E eu tava até explicando a Vina no começo, Nath, rapidinho que a gente falou. Às vezes, essa lição é muito mais para você conseguir se comunicar quando você não souber uma palavra, mas você souber explicar a palavra. Então é um divisor de águas bem importante, tá certo? Dessas lessons. Eu acho que, inclusive, essa lesson, gente, é a metade do MEA5. It's half of MEA5.
Já?
Yes, baby. Yes, dear. Half of... Okay? But remember that you use the book for MEA5 and MEA6. Okay? Now, I'm going to open here because I want you, each student to read one, okay? Okay, so... Okay, read for me this part here, Vina. It begins
with B. It's an adjective for a man who has no hair on his head.
Okay, and the correct word was bald.
Bald.
Perfect. Now you, Nat.
It begins with C. It's an adjective. It describes a place where there are a lot of people. For example, in a restaurant. For example.
Example. Tá vendo X agora? Example.
For example. For example, a restaurant.
Não, você disse example. Example.
For example.
Não.
Example.
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 Okay, perfect.
Example.
For example, a restaurant or a beach in the sun.
In the summer,
Crowded. Crowded.
crowded.
Crowded.
Crowded.
Crowded.
Okay, go Vina. It begins.
It begins with G. There things that people wear on their hands.
Gloves.
Gloves.
Oh.
Perfect.
It begins with K. It's the room where people cook.
Cook. Lembra que
Cook.
não tem esse sonzinho de U, né? É cook. Cook.
It's the room where people cook.
Perfect.
Kitchen.
My cat is here. She probably wants to have dinner. Oh, mamãe.
Oh.
She's so big. Take a look. Ela ainda é um pouquinho menor do que o meu cat. The male cat. She's the lady.
Ixi, tá com fome, viu?
É, não,
Brava.
ela é braba assim mesmo. Com fome ou sem fome. Hungry or not hungry. Good. Next one, please.
Good. It begins with L. It's an adjective for someone who doesn't like studying or working. For example, is the opposite of hard work. Lazy.
Lazy. Yes, remember, guys, hard working is a person who works a lot. Yes. Are you, Nati, is Vina a hard working person?
No.
Vina, she said that you are not hard working. In front of me.
Yes, I had work.
Não, a hard work eu pensei que era um trabalho pesado.
No, it's an
Uma pessoa que gosta muito de trabalhar.
Você gosta?
But Natalia is
very hardworking.
Very hardworking.
Eu gosto muito de trabalhar.
No, me too. I love working too.
But I like work.
Mas pay attention. It's not about the amount of money, okay? Não é sobre a quantidade. It's not about the amount of money, but a person who likes, the person who studies, the person who goes to work, you know? A person who has perspectives.
Ok. Entendi agora.
É no sentido de trabalhador, mas não é só de trabalhar muito. Entendeu? É de trabalhar pesado em alguma coisa.
Então, eu pensei que era trabalhar pesado.
É nesse sentido, mas não é um pesado físico, entendeu?
Físico. Ah, tá. É de cansativo.
Também não.
Também não?
Aí é tiring, ok? É o opposite de lazy. Se você não for lazy, você é hardworking.
Hardworking. Então, is Vina hardworking?
Vina is a hardworking person.
Hardworking.
Sorry, guys.
Aí.
Allergy.
Aí.
Guys, I am allergic, as I was telling Vina, to the weather change. Because it was cold in the morning and then it was hot.
It's
I have an
terrible.
allergic rhinitis. Rhinitis. It's rhinosinusitis. Rinocinusite. Ai, meu Deus, só falso morrer. Who's next?
Next.
It begins with T. It's a thing with a screen that you can wash.
Wash? No, wash no.
No.
Watch.
Then I can watch shows and movies on. Just 3 seconds left.
Perfect. Sorry, girl.
TV.
It's a TV. Okay, now let's listen again, just for you to see the answers.
3.15.
Okay, it begins with B. It's an adjective for a man who has no hair on his head.
Bald.
Right. It begins with C. It's an adjective. It describes a place where there are a lot of people. For example, a restaurant or a beach in the summer.
Crowded.
Right.
Totally.
It begins with G. They're things that people wear on their hands.
Gloves.
Right. It begins with K. It's the room where people cook.
Kitchen.
Right. It begins with L. It's an adjective for someone who doesn't like studying or working, for example. It's the opposite of hardworking.
Lazy.
Right. It begins with T. It's a thing with a screen that you can watch shows and movies on. Just 3 seconds left.
Television.
Congratulations, Victoria. You did it.
Nice game.
Teacher,
Sorry.
tem como gravar a aula?
Tô gravando já, baby.
Ah, já.
I'm recording. Because Chris is not coming today, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Eu-
Not coming or it's not attended. I am recording, dear. Tomorrow it's already on YouTube, okay? Perfect. Now, read for me, please, Vina, that part.
Ok. Grammar.
Uh-huh.
Grammar defining.
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 Relative.
Relative. Close. Not close.
Clauses.
Clauses. Look at 3 of the definitions Victoria had
Heard.
heard on the show. Complete them with who, that, or where.
Very good. Guys, let's just remember, yes? If you are talking about who, you are talking about people, yes?
Yes, people.
Okay. If you are talking about that, Natalia, you are not watching the class.
That's eu tô olhando agora.
No. That is related to things.
Things.
Sim, coisa.
Okay?
Places. Yes.
Perfect. And where, guys?
Lugar.
In English, I don't understand.
Place.
Yes. Okay, so let's complete there. Number 1, Nat.
It describes a place where there are a lot of
Sorry.
Chega, veio aqui agora.
Sorry, dears.
Não precisa
Gente.
mais.
Gente, quando
E
eu tenho essas crises alérgicas, são assim mesmo, tá?
Não, fique à vontade.
E já no intervalo eu vou tomar o terceiro remédio hoje, porque é punk a uma vera.
Eu vou ler tudo.
It's an adjective for a person
Who doesn't like studying at work?
Okay,
Yes.
who? Because you're talking about a person, yes?
Yes.
The last one, Vina.
It's a thing with a screen that you can watch shows and moves on.
That. Perfect.
Não é o watch, é o...
Watch.
É watch, sim.
Aí esse
Watch.
watch é o quê?
Watch, it's the verb. Do you watch Netflix?
Ah, sim, de assistir.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I watch.
After this lesson, girls, the translation are going to be totally different. I'm just going to explain in English after this lesson. I cannot translate anymore because we are doing this. This is to help, not to translate, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
God.
don't get it.
You don't get it? Perfect. Now, guys,
Teacher Dani, I don't speak Portuguese.
she doesn't
And
speak Portuguese.
a lot of in the
I know. It was I told them.
my hand very hot.
Your hands? No, my head.
My head.
Okay, read for me, please, not number 1, okay, of the example.
Right?
It's page 130, please.
130. 30?
Uh-huh.
30, teacher.
130, yes. 130.
Okay, let's okay.
130.
Prissy.
Sorry.
That's the woman who won the lottery last
The lottery or the lottery?
How the lottery last year.
A chef
Is a person who cooks foods in a restaurant.
in a restaurant.
In a restaurant.
Okay, just pay attention, okay? Not every time I am correcting this pronunciation here of yours. If it starts with R, it's not ha. Esse som é português. Sempre é restaurant, river, ring. Tá vendo?
In
É
a
como se
restaurant.
fossem 2, tá certo? Esse som de R vai ser o quê? No começo das palavras com H, com H. House, him, ok?
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
A clock is something that tells the time.
Perfect. Keep going, Vina.
It's that the book that won in an important prize.
Very good. And guys, did you pay attention that is related to the book? Okay? As well as that is related to the clock.
Okay.
Go, Vina. Keep going.
Things, né? Things.
Things.
A post office is a place where you can buy stamps.
Perfect.
That's the restaurant where I had dinner last week.
Very good. We use, guys, girls, defining relative clauses to explain what a person, thing, or place is or does, okay? We use who for person, that for a thing, and where for a place, okay? The verb after where needs a subject, ok? Tá vendo que aí, every time you are using where, a gente vai usar uma pessoa depois. Where you can buy stamps. Where I had dinner. Ok? You can also talk about a place. A post office is a place that sells stamp. Ok? A gente pode usar o that também se não vier com o quê? Se não vier com a pessoa. Se vier com pessoa, it's better to say where I had. For example, what is the best definition for school, girls?
School. It's a place where
Aí vai precisar de pessoa. Where people
Study.
study. School. Meu Deus, eu tô pensando em cerveja. It's a place.
It's a place that school.
No.
No.
It's a place that are learned that not people learn. Let me see. Ok. That teaches people. Fica melhor. Que ensina pessoas, né? Good?
Ensina pessoas.
Perfect. That, guys, tem só uma coisinha aí para definir, tá? You can use that instead of who. Okay? If you're talking about A person, you can use who or that. Read for me, Nat.
She's the girl who.
Sorry, the girl.
The girl who that work with my brother. You can use
Which.
which instead of that to talk about things. It's a thing.
It's
It's
a
a
thing
thing
which.
which that connects two computers.
Perfect, ok? Só dizendo aí, guys, que algumas vezes, inclusive anote aí que esse which, ele tem uma conotação mais formal, tá? Quando você estiver usando which. Good? So, just to make sure, guys, I want you to do letter A, complete letter A, okay, from number 1 to number 7, please. All right? I'm just gonna...
25.
Yes, 131.
25? No.
Sorry?
What's the page?
131. The next
Okay.
page.
Okay, the next page.
While you're doing it, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. And I'm gonna grab some water and go to the washroom quickly.
An octopus is animal. Where?
Não, where não é não.
É não?
O primeiro é não, eu acho.
Não é esse an octopus is an animal.
Porque o where tem que ter
É
a
verdade.
pessoa depois.
É verdade.
Eu acho que é dead.
É
que-
that. Que
né?
vive, né?
É. Eu acho.
É. Where precisa da pessoa depois.
É.
Tá. A mas toda palavra que eu conheço. Is a machine.
Where. Não, mas aqui também não tem. Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Eu acho que é that também.
Eu não sei o que danada é isso. Is a machine. Eu vou de dead também. A Susan is a doctor who does operation. A changing
É cortador de grama. Esse mower. Cortador de grama.
então pode ser who. É who, né? Who cuts the grass.
O cortador de grama é uma máquina.
Ah, então é dead mesmo, porque tá falando da qualquer coisa. For a change room is a room.
Doing easy, girls.
1 minute, teacher.
Okay, no problem.
Susan is a doctor. Change room is a room.
I finish.
I finished.
Finish. Finish.
Finished. Good pronunciation.
Finish.
Okay, so each student is going to read one, starting by you, Nat, please.
An octopus is an animal that lives
Sorry, it's not in. Is an animal.
is an animal that
okay.
lives in the ocean
Ocean.
and has 8 legs.
Perfect.
É um polvo. Ah, isso é um polvo. Octopus é um polvo. Ah,
I don't understand Portuguese.
sorry.
É esse seu vício, viu?
Number 2.
Lawnmower.
Lawnmower is a machine. Is a machine that cuts the grass.
A surgeon is a doctor who does operations.
Okay, who does?
Who
Perfect.
does? A change room is a room where people try on clothes.
Perfect.
Well,
A porter is the person who helps you with your baggage.
With your baggage.
baggage. Garlic is a kind of garlic.
Garlic.
Garlic is a kind of food. Keeps vampire away. Who or that?
That's because we were talking about garlic.
I think about that.
Yes.
That keeps vampires away.
Perfect.
A garage is a place.
A garage.
Is a place that mechanics fix car.
That mechanics.
Não, então não é Dex, eu acho que é where.
Where? A garage. A garage.
Porque mechanics tá.
Yes.
Mas não, mechanics é a pessoa, tá?
Ok, então. Aí eu não sabia que mechanics diz a peça, aí eu pensei que tava falando de outra coisa. Ok.
Okay?
Ok, perfect.
Perfect. Good. Let's come back. Remember, letter B, it's a homework, okay? Let's return to page 27.
Comment, please.
27.
27, yeah.
27.
Yes, guys, it is hard.
Gente, a gente pode pegar direto e sair mais cedo uma coisinha, não? Porque eu não jantei, sabe? Tô com uma fome.
Não, eu tava pensando nisso, na verdade. Eu ia oferecer, porque eu tô aqui. Eu desliguei a câmera um pouquinho.
Vai, faz mais curtinho e...
Minha
Tá meio mal.
Gente do céu. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Ok? So,
8h30 pra mim tá ótimo.
não, bebê, 8h30 também já é demais.
Ai, teacher! Ai, isso é...
Não, 9, viu? Senão eu fico me sentindo mal.
20,
No, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. tá bom. Eu geralmente só libero o povo 1 minuto antes. Good enough.
Aí não vai ter o intervalo.
Yes, you're not going to have the break. That's good.
Vai.
Mas
Vocabulary.
olha, é conversadora, viu? 8:30. No, 9.
Ligeiro, eu já digo logo a hora, porque eu sabia que você... I speak. I speak, no, I read.
Do I read?
Do I read? What? No, vocabulary I speak. What do you usually do? Do with
What do you
your
usually do if
What do you usually do with your you're you're
you're talking?
talking you're talking to someone in English and you don't know a word that you need.
And you don't know.
You don't you don't know a word that you need.
Okay, what do you do, girls? Do you look up? Read for me the options, in fact, Vina.
I look up the translation on my your phone.
My phone.
My phone.
The second option.
Try to mind the word.
To mime
Try to mime the
the
word.
word.
Try to explain what
Explain.
what you mean
What do you mean?
using other words you know.
Perfect. Okay?
Okay.
Do you? There isn't the correct option. Vina said that you look up the translation. Yes? I
Yes.
know that Natalia tried to mime the word. Fazer
Mime.
mime.
What is mime? What does mean mime? Mime.
Mime. Fazer mímica.
Mime. Okay.
Uh-huh. Perfect. Good. Now, complete the useful expression with these words. The words are example,
Example,
Example.
kind,
Kind.
kind,
like,
Like.
opposite,
positive,
Opposite.
opposite,
opposite,
similar,
similar,
Similar.
somebody,
somebody,
Somebody.
something,
something, and somewhere.
somewhere.
Something. Somewhere.
Okay. So complete that for me, please.
Difícil, hein?
Not
Difícil.
hard. Challenging.
Challenge. Viu?
Challenge.
Challenging.
Muito difícil, viu?
Not very difficult.
Very
You
difícil.
can go by elimination too, okay?
right, teacher?
Let's correct now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I
Okay, number 1 is not.
Meu,
eu não vi, não.
meu Deus.
It's somewhere.
No. If you're talking about who, we know that we're talking about a person, yes? It's
Okay.
somebody.
So,
Go, Nat.
somebody who shows you around a city or a museum.
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 Okay, do you know the name for that, Vina?
Sorry.
What is the definition for number 1?
Somebody is a
Somebody. Alguém.
Somebody. Alguém. Yes.
It's
alguém.
somebody who shows, read for me, Nat, again, fast and beautifully. It's somebody who shows you around a city or a museum.
Okay.
Read fast.
It's somebody. No, peraí. It's somebody who shows you around a city or museum.
Museum.
It's a person.
It's a person, yes.
It's a person.
It starts with G.
G.
When you travel to different to different places, sometimes you need a guide.
Guide.
Go, Vina, the second.
It's something that we use to pay
Instead of
cash. Instead of cash.
Not.
Check the bill.
No. No. Instead of cash. Do you remember this thing here? Instead of. Ao invés de. Instead of cash. Okay?
Instead of cash.
So, Nati, what is it? What is something that we use to pay instead of cash?
Credit card.
Credit card or?
Debit card.
Perfect.
Okay. I understand now.
Perfect. Next, Vina, no, it's not.
It's somewhere where people go when they want to send a package or a letter.
Go, Vina, what is this place? And not pay attention, okay? Many times you are confused this. Você às vezes confunde want com went. Went é com é o past de go. Esse aí é want.
Want. Foi mal, Titi, eu confundo mesmo. É porque tem hora que a letra é uma letra, tem hora que a letra é outra letra, Titi. Isso é muito complexo.
I know. Mas esses aqui são mais comuns. A gente vê muito, né? Want, went. Olha aí a diferença. É com é, went.
É que na hora que eu vou ler, eu não me lembro.
It starts with P, Vina.
P é park.
No. The second letter is O.
Post.
Post
é post office.
Post office.
Eu só não entendi ou uma letra.
Sorry?
Ora letra.
Não, guys. Letter tem outro significado. Let me show you.
Ah, tá. Porque eu não entendi, não.
Ah, ok. Package.
Eu nem sei o que é package.
I'm gonna show you.
Or a letter. Aí eu fiquei, a letra? Meu Deus.
It's not that definition. Letter, it can also be this one here.
Oh, I don't see.
Now it's okay? Okay, this is a letter and this is a package. Pay attention, girls. Look at the image. Package.
Package. Okay.
Okay, so if you want to send a package or a letter, you go to the post office.
Okay.
Number 4.
It's a
Kind of. Kind of.
kind
No.
of. No, it's a similar. No. It's a
It's
Like?
a kind, it's a
Like?
kind. You are correct. My bad. It's a kind of.
Não é kind of.
Yes,
Tá.
yes, dear, it is.
Yes.
Eu pensei que não era kind porque eu achei que já tinha o off aqui no kind, but you're correct.
orange. Orange.
Long and yellow? No.
Long
Long and yellow.
Mamão. Qual a primeira letra? Forest.
Mão, Natália. Long and yellow?
Long não é longo.
Aham.
Long e amarelo. Mamão.
Banana.
Mamão, mulher. Banana.
Banana. É.
Banana pra mamão foi de longe, só. Essa daí foi. Meu Deus.
Porque mamão é que cor? Mamão. Mamão é laranja.
Mamão? It's green, no?
Green.
Green. É.
It's green. Yes.
Begin, it's green.
Yes. When it's not good.
After, after,
My God, that was the great. Good. Next one.
I'm sorry. It's the opposite
Opposite.
of expensive.
opposite.
The
Cheap.
opposite.
Cheap.
Natália,
Uh-huh.
cheap.
Cheap. It's the opposite of.
It's
Eita, agora se o senhor ver como eu escrevi chip. Misericórdia.
Cheap.
Eu escrevi chip de celular, vem.
E que é cheap.
Essa minha escrita é triste. Mas em português eu sou ruim também, gente. Não se preocupe não, viu? Vai, Vina.
it's like, não é?
Uh-huh. Yes, it's correct.
It's like too light. But you...
No. It's like a sweater. Você só baixou aí.
Oh, sorry. Ai, eu coloquei acima lá. Só. Eu troquei. It's like a sweater, but it has buttons.
It starts with J.
Jeans.
No.
Não. Não.
Aquele casaco é
Jacket.
Jacket.
It's
It's
similar
similar.
to light, but
Sorry.
it's similar.
To light. Não
To
tem chi.
It's similar to light, but you use it to describe hair.
Remember that light, guys. It's not only
Cabelo do
light.
senhor. O cabelo do senhor?
No. My hair is black.
Não é assim. Light.
It is used to describe hair.
Bound.
Sorry?
Como é?
Bound.
Blonde. Correct.
Blonde.
Blonde.
Yay!
Go, Vina.
It's a verb. For example.
For example.
For example. You do this to the TV when you've
finished.
you finish watch something.
Finish? I know.
When you finish watching, what do you do to the TV? It is a verb.
Close. Não, é.
Tô fazendo agora, ó a minha luz, ó. Look at my light.
É,
Close.
desligar,
Não.
como é?
Desligar é close. É. Open.
Não.
Off. Off.
There's something before. Turn off.
Turn
Turn
off.
off. É, não ia lembrar, não.
The opposite of turn off is...
Turn off.
What is the opposite, Nat?
Turn
Turn
on.
on.
Turn on.
Turn on.
Caramba, até que eu tô me lembrando umas coisinhas.
Ah, tá emotional. Tá vendo? Can you see? Can you see that the study is worth? Estudar valendo a pena? Okay, guys. Now, I want you to give, you're going to write there, okay, your own definitions for a DJ, repeat for me, DJ,
A
A
DJ.
DJ,
an art gallery,
an art
art
gallery,
a camera,
a camera,
a passport,
A
a
passport.
passport,
Passport.
sorry, sunbathe,
sunbathe,
Sunbathe.
and curly.
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 Guys, I just need to show you what sunbathe is, yes? I'm not so sure if you know.
Sunbathe é o que? Sunbathe.
What is the
Nossa.
meaning of? O que é não? What's the
Ah.
mean?
What's the means?
The man is sunbathing, okay?
Ok.
Alright? So girls, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes for you to do this, alright? Okay, Nath? Go complete their letter D.
Ih,
Ih, o que foi isso? Esse ih.
eu vou completar.
5 minutes, I'm here. Just what I'm doing, I'm gonna grab some more water.
Professor, aí vem, aí. Ai, meu Deus, eu não sei fazer isso não, não sei completar não.
No, dear, do not get stressed. Toda vez que você se estressa, muda seus padrões de aprendizagem, sabia?
Ela acha
Somewhere.
que não sabe nada.
Aham.
A gente tá aqui para aprender.
We are here to learn, exactly.
Play. Por exemplo, a DJ is somebody who play, que toca, quem toca music.
Music.
I think.
Aí tem que botar who play, aí eu botei só play music.
Porque aqui, ó,
Eu botei só play music, aí tem que botar who, né?
eu acho que é.
É.
What, guys? Sorry. I was grabbing some water. Eu tenho que botar um filtro aqui do lado da minha aula. Porque eu bebo água, viu? É uma vera.
Oh, no, it's somewhere.
Somewhere where.
I wear.
Depois, Natália, eu não sei de nada. Olha, ela is somewhere where. Totally correct. Vou usar uma expressão com Natália. Tire sua máscara. Eu amo. I love this expression.
Desça do palco, bicho.
Desça do
Ela tá
palco.
fazendo esse show.
Eu amo essa expressão.
It's somewhere where.
Tell me when you finish, okay, girls? You have 2 minutes.
I think finish.
I think I finished.
I finish. Eu acho que eu acabei, né? Porque também.
Ah, why Portuguese? Uh-huh.
Five, I don't see five.
I don't see what do you mean. Go Nath, qual foi esse daí? Essa última frase eu não entendi, não.
Five, eu não entendi.
Ah, I didn't understand.
I didn't understand. É, nada a ver com isso. I didn't understand.
Curly?
Não,
Curly.
somebody. Ah, não, I não sei, eu não, I don't, I...
Mas eu mostrei a imagem.
Sim, mas eu não consegui fazer a frase, entende?
I finished.
Perfect. Let's go. Number 1, Vina, what is your definition?
So, a DJ is somebody Who play music?
Who plays?
Who plays music?
Yes, very good. Tem que sempre combinar o verbo, olha, com a pessoa, porque é singular, né? It's somebody who plays music.
Ah.
Or who plays
music.
music or songs. Ok. You, Nath, your definition.
Mesma coisa eu botei.
At nightclubs, yes? Vamos só completar. At nightclubs.
Ok, at nightclubs.
Number 2, Nath.
A frase é só it's some an art gallery. It's somewhere where people visit.
People visit. Ok. It's not so complete, but let's take a look at Venus.
Em French pode ser assim, tipo, na França. Visita! Visita, sei lá, eu tenho.
Esse visit foi muito geral, ok, Nath? Eu não.
Eu fiz geral, tipo, que pessoas visitam, tipo, que é.
Visit sea art.
Ah, sea art.
Isso.
Ok.
É melhor esse sea arts, ok? Sea paintings.
Sea painters, né? People visit.
Sem o visit, é isso, teacher?
Pode ser. Eu acho que ficaria melhor, inclusive, se misturasse mixed both.
Os dois.
People visit to
Where
see
people-
art or paintings. It's more complete.
Where people visit, né?
Visit
To see
paints or art.
paints, né? Paints.
Who's next?
A camera is something that we use to take pictures.
Perfect, Vina. Perfect definition. We use to take pictures. You, Nath.
Pictures.
That's for a take a photo.
Take pictures. It's something we use to take pictures, to take photos. Perfect.
Ok.
Nath.
A passport is a kind of badge for travel.
It's a kind of
Kind of document.
document.
Documents.
It's important for travels.
Document that it's important
That it's a yes.
That's-
Foi isso que eu errei.
for trips. Trips is more than noun. Né?
Trips, yes. Document that it's.
Eu não botei o nome docs, eu botei só that's for trip.
Não fica certo, Nath, porque quando a gente fala it's a kind of, é um tipo de quê? It's a kind of quê?
Ok, entendi.
Tem que dizer o que é, entende?
Ok, entendi.
Senão não vai ficar com sentido. It's a kind of document that it's important for trips. It's a type of document that we use to travel abroad.
Ok, teacher.
Ok?
Somebody, for example,
For
example.
For example, you
You-
do this.
to this tenant person,
Sorry?
eu
No,
não sei
no.
fazer a frase, não.
Let's.
Esse eu não fiz.
É.
You was the beach.
You do this when you are.
When
Pode misturar outros, olha.
entendi. when you are on the beach. Quando você
When-
está...
Na praia.
Perfect. Curly.
Is the opposite
is
that
the
personal
opposite.
smooth hair?
Yes.
Sorry?
Smooth. Smooth?
That personal smooth hair?
No?
No. Curly is the opposite of straight.
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 Straight hair.
Perfect.
Okay. Straight.
Straight.
Straight hair.
Straight hair. Straight.
Straight hair.
For example, Nat has straight hair.
Yes.
Straight hair.
Not
Alone.
straight, yes.
Alone.
E assim tá parecendo o tio Witch, quando você bota pra... da Addams Family. Okay, guys. We are going to do this letter E when next class when Chris is here, okay? Because it's very important. You're going to create something like this. Read for me, Vina.
Play A to Z with letters E, and E.
A to E.
Think of a word that begins with each letter and write a definition for each word. Then work in a groups of 3 or 4.
Perfect. Okay,
Started.
então, homework.
Okay. Started with A and read your definition. To the other students know the word. Ou seja, é para a gente fazer, para a pessoa descobrir.
Vai ser mais ou menos esse que a gente tava fazendo, das letras A até E. Vocês que vão criar. Tanto, não criar, claro. Vocês vão criar a definition, ok? De acordo com a palavra que vocês escolherem. Vocês vão ter que escolher uma palavra com A, B, C, D and E.
Ok.
For example, if it's ant. It's an example, ok? Já não pode usar ant. The person, it's the sister of your brother, of your father or mother.
Ok.
Okay? Perfect?
Perfect.
Good. So let's go to this one here to finish.
Pronunciation.
Peraí, professor, que eu vou fazer. E esse a gente... Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Vai, Nath. Go.
Peraí, porque eu tô querendo anotar, mulher. Tu não anota, depois tu não faz a tarefa.
Não, hoje ela veio com a verdade no...
Bota um exemplo aí, professor, pra eu me lembrar na hora, please.
The example.
Já colocou o exemplo,
Não.
mulher.
Ant. Não, mas aquela dali não tá valendo, não. Você vai...
Não, é porque do exemplo do senhor eu consigo me basear, me ajuda.
Não. Olha, isso daqui, tudo que a gente viu até agora foi exemplo, olha. Esse de cima, as outras definições. E eu quero que vocês tentem usar isso daqui, olha. Principalmente foquem na letter B. It's somebody, it's something, it's kind, it's like. Okay? Perfect. Silent
Perfect.
E. Read for me.
Silent E. E at the end of a word is normally not pronounced,
Good.
but it usually changes the sound of the vowel
Vowel.
before it. When a word ends in silent E, the present
The
vowel
preceding.
sound, precedent vowel sound is usually the same as that letter of the alphabet.
For example.
For example, né? Sit, sight, fat,
Fat.
fat, fat, I fat,
Fate.
fate.
Ah, okay. Okay, let's look at these two definitions, please. What are the words, Nat? How does the pronunciation of the first word change when you add an E? It's a thing that you wear on your head. What is something that we wear on our heads?
Ah, esqueci o nome.
É uma coisa que a gente usa.
É boné?
It's kind of a cap, but it's the general name. Hat.
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 Number 2, Vina. The opposite, it's a verb.
It's a verb that means the opposite of love.
Hands. Não.
Não,
Hate.
hate. Não,
Hate.
hate.
É hate.
Hate.
Not she, hate.
Hate.
Okay, so hat and hate.
Hate.
Okay, very good. Now, look at some more pairs of words. Guys, did you pay attention to this, né? O que ele está dizendo aqui é que quando termina com um silent E, essa letra aqui vai ter o som do alfabeto. Qual é essa pronúncia aqui do alfabeto? Só A.
Hate.
Por isso que é hate.
Hate.
Por isso que aqui é o quê? Fate.
Fate.
Por isso que aqui é o quê? Sight. Ah, ok? The example, more examples. Beat.
Bit.
Bite.
Bite.
Bite. Do you remember bite? Morder. Bite.
Bite.
The second, Nat.
Cut. Cute.
Cut.
Cut. Cute.
And the other one?
Cute.
Cute.
Cute. T. Cute.
Cute.
Vina.
Not. Note.
Perfect.
Plan. E plan.
Plain.
Plan.
Plain.
Plan. Plain.
Plan. Plan.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, to finish the class, I promise. 3.8.
Oh my gosh. Oh, 9 o'clock.
5 to 9. 5 to 9.
I starving.
3.18.
Okay, this is the last one. I promise.
1.
A. It's the short form of the name Timothy. Form of the name Timothy.
It's the short form of the name Timothy.
Timothy.
Timothy. Nem sei nem o que.
Tin.
Timothy. Yes, it's the short word. It's
3.18.
Timothy.
B.
Tin.
What is measured in minutes, hours, or days?
what is measured, girls, in minutes, hours, and days. Parece com a number 1.
Time.
Time.
Time. Very good, Vina.
2.
A. It's an animal that people have in their house. For example, a cat.
Cat. Cat.
Yes, but the general name.
House. For example, A. It's an animal that people have in their house. For example, a cat.
Pet.
Pet. Perfect.
B.
B.
It's the short form of the name Peter.
Sure, no.
It's the short name of the name Peter. Pete.
Eat. Oh.
3,
A. It's an adjective similar to angry.
It's an adjective.
Angry.
I'm hungry. Hungry.
Hungry.
It's
Não,
similar
nada a
to
ver.
angry.
No.
B. It's the past tense of the verb make.
Make.
Made. Mad,
Mad.
mad and made. Ok, do you know, guys, when you're very
As.
hungry, não, até eu tô falando de hungry. When you are very angry, you are mad. Ok?
Mad.
Mad. Ok?
Okay.